Delhi College under the heading Honors with Defect, serial number 1, BA number 2726 of 2022.
Number 9, 1 and 2. I have explained to you in course of the so far defect number 9 the date of custody is correct, which I have stated in my application. Since I got the certified copy of the database when the petitioner has been arrested, that is the date of starting 10/2021. I have stated the custody date 1/11/2021. My good prayer of it will be got on the radio.
Yes.
On the basis of the service, with the allegation that he has committed the theft of rupees 26 lakhs from the house of the informant. The petitioner is the driver of the father of the informant and he left the job thereafter. This FIR has been instituted and it has been alleged that he has been arrested.
How come 9 lakh was recovered from your
Yes,
possession?
that has been recovered from the house of one Priya Linda, which has been sold as a rented house of the petitioner in Jharkhand. And the petitioner is custody since 1/11/2021. Charges has already been submitted, cognizance has already been taken.
Take down. The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence punishable under section so and so. Next one. Petitioner happens to be the driver of the father of the informant. So the informant was in hospital when 26 lakh, when 26 lakhs was stolen from the house. First up. Next paragraph. The petitioner was arrested on suspicion and on his disclosure, around about 10 lakh, around about 9,57,000 was 97,000 was recovered from the house where the petitioner was residing on rent. Full stop. Next paragraph. Considering the fact that charge sheet has been submitted and cognizance has been taken and the petitioner is in custody since
1/11/2021.
1/11/21, I'm inclined to release the petitioner should appear before the trial court at least once a month.
Serial number 2, BA number 2727 of 22.
Execution of the witness differs from वकालतनामा मॉडल. प्रकाशनुमा दूसरी और प्रकाशशील क्या चीज?
Ignored.
Yes. मैं आज भी केस को The case is changed to two years. There's direct allegations that the girl came and told the informant that he is murdering the deceased, and when they reached the place, they saw his hand near the blood and trying to escape.
There is a direct allegation against the petitioner of committing murder of the deceased with a sharp cutting weapon. One, Karina Kumari had seen the petitioner slitting the throat of the deceased when she informed the aforesaid fact. Next paragraph. Considering the direct nature of allegation, I am not inclined to release. Dismissed.
Serial number 3, BA number 2728 of 22, Mr. Ashok Kumar Singh.
Date of execution missing at वकालतनामा.
इसमें नोट नहीं मिला प्रोफेशनल स्टेटमेंट के बेसिस पे इसका नाम आया डॉक्टर इसके करने से मेरा नाम आया डॉक्टर पर भी
Yes.
आइए देना डॉक्टर काली पेज नंबर
Page number
14
14.
1.
So he is a juvenile.
Yes. No
He was granted bail because he was a juvenile.
No KFP was here process. No hearing.
PIP of the object has been
The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence punishable under section so and so. Yes?
PIP of the object Bolero car has been conducted.
Next one. A Bolero car was stolen by some unknown person. Full stop. Next paragraph. From the impugned order, it is apparent that the name of the petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused. Full stop. One of the co-accused, who is juvenile, has been granted bail. Full stop. Considering the fact that the name of the petitioner transpired on the confessional statement of the co-accused, and he is in custody since
Paragraph 7 notice
28/6/2021, and he is not named in the FIR. I am inclined to release the petitioner 10,002 sureties should appear once a month before so and so, before the trial court.
Serial number 4, PA number 2731 of 22, to submit on today.
Metro. For the establishment of the practitioner, the petitioner is no name, no recovery, no concern, no understanding. In the course of the investigation, two people reject one and some control. And make a personal statement that is to be for police any involvement of the petitioner. But on the fact that just the government speaks the name of the other police institution who has participated in the arrest, and it is in that way. And it is evident when placed only in the first part of the during the video. Just from. And the quickly accept confession, there is no video.
What is your name? You are Pramod Yadav and Manish Yadav.
And according to the first information, assaulted in suicide.
Yes? Yes, Mr. Counsel? APP?
सेल फोन का लोकेशन सेल का नाम आया जो सेल फोन यूज किया गया
They are not named in the FIR. There is no specific overt act.
क्यों
You heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence punishable under section so and so. That's all. As per the FIR, 12 named and 10 to 12 other unknown assaulted Devendra Jadhav, Devendra Jadhav and Jagannath Pandit. Jagannath Pandit. Who are the person who was assaulted? Full stop. From the next and assaulted and committed murder. Full stop. From the impugned order, I find that next paragraph here, there is a specific allegation against the named person and specific overt act attributed to each of them. Full stop. So far as this petitioner is concerned, he is not named with the FIR and his name transpired from the confessional statement of who accused Vijay Kumar Jadhav and Santosh Kumar Jadhav. Further, on basis of mobile phone location, these petitioners were arrested, as their phone was found to be the same location where that of the other accused persons. This accused person, full stop. Next, further, considering the fact that the petitioner is not named in the FIR and there is no specific overt act against this petitioner, though there are specific overt act against others, I am inclined to release this petitioner 10,000 to appear before the so-and-so police station once a month.
Serial number 5, PA number 2732 of 22, Mr. Chatterjee, property for the petitioner.
Yes, there are two different organizations with regard to the scan copy and the organizations with regard to type copy of case now.
What is on merit?
On merit, as per the FIR order, it is alleged that the petitioner was suspect the father of the informant when he had entered the house of the petitioner to pursuant to a contract. Subsequently, the informant has been examined as a PW4. And he has stated completely reverse to what has been stated in the FIR. He says that he has not seen the incident. And they are in custody since 3/3/20.
If there is a direct allegation,
Yes, but in his deposition, that is not substantiated. He says that he has not seen who has assaulted his son. And the weapons of assault has not been recovered. The informant and the petitioners are brothers, not getting along together for a long time. That is also coming there.
informant and the
Petitioners are brothers,
own brothers.
not own brothers, but brothers. It has come in the deposition in order to commit everything. And on the FIR number, it will be evident that it is stated as if he has seen the assault being done. But in the deposition, he has stated that he was not present and it was not in his presence. The weapons of assault was not recovered also.
Come to paragraph 5, annexure 2,
Maybe,
deposition of
yes.
Narayan Tudu.
इंडिया का सभी सामान अभी प्रोजिया टुडू के पास था, इसलिए मेरे पिता मिलकर प्रोजिया टुडू और भरत टुडू, लखन टुडू, लक्ष्मण टुडू, अम्बा को अभी प्रोजिया टुडू के घर पूजा का सामान मांगने गए। वैसे ही मेरे पिता दूसरों के घर में घुसा तो अभी प्रोजिया टुडू पूजा वाले फंसे से मेरे पिताजी के गर्दन पर मार दिया,
So,
जिससे गर्दन कट गया और खून बहने लगा। इसके बाद मेरे पिताजी गिरकर सो गए।
sorry,
In this cross examination, he has stated
you heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. After going through the FIR and the deposition of PW4 in ST number 133 of 2020, especially paragraph 5, I find that there is a direct allegation against the petitioner assaulting the deceased on his neck by a spade. By a spade. Falsa means what? Spade. By a sharp cutting weapon. Full stop. Prima facie, I find that there is a direct allegation against the petitioner. And further, the trial is in progress, as 4 witnesses out of 10 has already been examined till 18/1/2022. Within bracket, date of dismissal of the bail application by the sessions judge. Considering the nature of allegation and the evidence, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. This is dismissed. Next line, since the trial is in progress, the trial court is directed to conclude the trial at the earliest. No, no. You take that benefit.
Serial number 6, PA number 2734 of 22, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Singh.
And the orders about that is the different process.
What happened to this Video Munda? Yes. He heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. Next paragraph. Counsel for the petitioner submits that on the basis of confession statement, this petitioner has been made an accused. He submits that the person who has confessed, the co-accused who has confessed, that is Video Munda, has already been granted bail, which is apparent from the impugned order itself. Next paragraph. Some unknown person called the informant and threatened him to stop the construction work. Construction work carried out for water supply, carried out for underground water supply project. First up, it is alleged that the person, the accused, belonged to a banned organization. First up, next paragraph. From the impugned order, I find that the name of this petitioner transpired on the confessional statement of Video Munda, who has been granted bail. First up. Though there is antecedent against the petitioner, yet considering the fact that the petitioner is not named and the co-accused who has named the petitioner has been granted bail, I am inclined to release the petitioner. 10,000 to surety, subject to the condition on the bailer should be close relative, with an undertaking to and he will file an undertaking that he will ensure appearance of the petitioner before the trial court once a month.
Serial number 7, PA number 2762 of 32, Mr. Mohammed Jayad Ahmad.
What was recovered?
It is alleged that the truck is skin, white skin was recovered.
Who are you?
Owner cum driver.
Yes, he was the material belongs to him.
No, that is company not
Again, the petitioner is the owner cum driver of a commercial vehicle which was allegedly transporting 100 bundles of skin of cow and buffaloes. So counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is the owner cum driver of a commercial vehicle and has got nothing to do with the seized materials. He further submits that he is in custody since
23/12/2021.
23/12/2021 and charge sheet has already been submitted. 21
Yes.
and charge sheet has already been submitted and cognizance has been taken. Full stop. Considering the fact that the petitioner is the owner and driver of the vehicle and is in custody since so and so, and charge sheet has been submitted, I am inclined to release this petitioner.
Serial number 8, PA number 2763 of 32, Mr. Rahul Kumar.
The offense alleges under section 366 and 366A and 4 of the Postal Act. So far, the allegation is concerned of page 15 is the FIR which has been lost by the father, stating that the doubters has gone to the market with us. Thereafter, the younger doubter of the informant has stated that the elder doubter has disowned. As per the improved order, the age of the doubter is from 16 years, and in the statement, in her statement under 164 also, she has stated that she has developed liking for this person.
Yes.
Postal case number appearing in the FIR, it relates to the present petition, the same in 5 by way of supplementary approval. There are 5 other cases. Para 2 may be properly stated for other reasons.
Call for the case diary along with the call for the case diary. Full stop. These court below will forward a copy of the statement recorded under 164 CRPC of the victim. In the meantime, the defect should be removed.
Serial number 9, PA number 2764 of 22.
Yes. There are 3 differences. The letter name of petitioner at page 1 and multiple. There is spelling mistake. Should be NAFTA, NAFTA, create, but
The
instead
defect,
of
defect should be removed during course of the day.
okay.
Yes.
The matter is in 395 because crimes against a known person. One, Vicky Chaudhary was arrested from the spot and he has disclosed the name of this patient. And there will be one of this
Yes.
cases for which has been granted bail. Coordination to case.
Yes.
In this case, after the confessional statement, after the disclosure, the motorcycle, the vehicle which is used in time while and some amount of road transportation of access to is into not.
Because the petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. It is alleged that the informant was looted by some unknown. Next paragraph. From the impugn order, I find that the name of the petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of Vicky Chaudhary, who was arrested on the spot. Full stop. The petitioner is in custody since 15/10/2021 and charge sheet has already been submitted. Considering the fact that charge sheet has been submitted and the petitioner's name transferred from the confessional statement of the accused, I am inclined to release this petitioner 10,000 to sureties once a month before Swansea Police Station.
Okay.
Serial number 10, PA number 2765 of 22, Mr. Alok Anand.
There are 16 defects. Authentication fee of 110.
Remove the defects. Remove the defects. The defect should be removed.
Serial number 11, PA number 2766 of 22.
What is the statement? What is this? How many witnesses examined? In your case? Oh, this is the 164. Just a minute. Just a minute.
164 statement there is against the
You are Sahib. So there's a direct allegation against you. When the counsel for the petitioner or the counsel for the state. When the counsel for the petitioner submits that. Yes. Contradiction I will not see at this stage. You show it at the time of trial. Okay. Anything? Submits that co-accused person Sahib Khan and Mohammad Tawheed has been granted bail by coordinate bench of this court. He submits that there are contradictions in the statement recorded under 164 CRPC and the FIR. Next paragraph. After going through the record, I find that there is an allegation of commission of rape upon the victim. Full stop. There's a direct allegation against this petitioner. In commission of rape and prepare obscene video. Full stop. The accused who has been granted bail, the other accused who has been granted bail by the coordinate bench of this, there was no allegation of such against those accused who has been granted bail by coordinate bench of this court. Full stop. The order by which the co-accused has been granted bail clearly suggests that it is this petitioner and one Munna Chaurasia and who are involved in the occurrence. First, further, where is the paragraph 164? Para? There are paragraphs in the 164 which implicates this petitioner. Full stop. Considering the direct nature of allegation, I am not inclined to grant it to the petitioner dismissed.
Serial number 12, serial number 2768 of 22, Mr. Sabisaki.
Yes.
Petition number 2 is the informant, and every course of investigation because of the suspicion, he has been implicated along with his son. First information report was lodged against the unknown person, and the dead body of the nephew of the dead body of the uncle of the informant Lordship. It was found laying on the
Yes, diary.
Serial number 13, serial number 2770 of 22, Ms. Vandana Sinha.
Earlier movement of clarity is missing in clarity.
What are the 6 defenses that can be ignored?
Father's name of petitioner will be stated in page 1 and Wakalati. Name of state is missing in the attached petition of page 1.
Submoons 3.
Para 2 will be stated.
Para? What is the name of the father? Son of Submoons 3.
DP number may be corrected. Para
What is the allegation against him?
Supply of the arms. As per the FIR, there is direct allegation against the four people, namely Nabuddin, FD Nabuddin. Information that one accused is going to supply arms, and the Kulia of that accused is described in the FIR. And as per the Kulia, Nabuddin is the person who was going to supply the arms. This picture was included in this case, also the picture from this article of the working memory Nabuddin. In the FIR, it is alleged that the picture was arrested from the alleged place with the Nabuddin. But fact is that picture was arrested from his house, and later on he was brought on the place of on the alleged place.
From whom?
From this petitioner.
From this petitioner.
Yes. Two magazines and one mobile.
Custody since?
24 and 2021.
24?
11, 2021.
Two cartridges and 2 magazines. With loaded or empty magazines?
Without two magazine and two light
The
cartridges.
magazine was loaded with cartridges or
That is not clear.
is there any antecedent? In the meantime, the defects will be removed.
Serial number 14, PA number 2771 of 22, Mr. Ramani Tiwari.
So some of the defects have been pointed out, so I have filed this copy of not the extra one, and that
all the defects in the hard copy, which is higher file some 15 3.
Counsel for the petitioner surveys that he has removed all the defects in the hard copy which has already been filed. Next, what is this?
So this is offense in the section 382 of the Indian Penal Code. The name of the petitioner, the FIR has been drawn on against two unknown persons, and the name of the petitioner transferred on the confessional statement. Against the person who has confessed has been admitted to pay the extra 3 page.
Yes.
There are 7 candidates of this petitioner as far as in mail and 4 of 394.
The state to file an affidavit indicating the number of cases pending against the petitioner and the stage and status of those cases.
Today, in this case, the sister's marriage of this very petitioner is Solomon. May they not for the provisional will not have attached clause in this. In all the cases, she has been admitted to. And except for attached clause in this case.
No.
4 are 322.
Yes, next.
Serial number 15, serial number 277, serial 22, Mr. Ramesh Kumar.
Ignored. What is this?
Armed Section 17 shall not project, and one Gibral that is arrested and they confess the name of the petitioner lordship. And petitioner have 5 cases pending and the petitioner not in 3 cases petitioner in other way.
What are the nature of cases against you?
So we take plus
Similar. Same order. File affidavit. File affidavit stating the antecedent of the petitioner and the status of each cases pending against him.
My submission was that similar is the case of the petitioner in the case.
How many? There are more than 5 cases against the petitioner.
5 cases इसमें 3 पर हम बिल
Yes, next.
Serial number 16, serial number 277, 4 of 22, Mr. Sabasaki.
Yes.
From the possession of petition looking at the report. From the possession of co-equipped Om Prakash Kumar. His motorcycle lordship of Dicky of the motorcycle 2 kg of opium by weight.
Where were you?
3 persons were going lordship.
In the same motorcycle.
No, I was on my scooty lordship. It has been mentioned in the first information report.
Read the first information report.
And from the my scooty lordship nothing has been.
Read the relevant portion.
Page 22.
Yes. He was also present there.
Yes, all 3 persons were present there.
They were in a separate vehicle.
Yes, there are 3 vehicles and all the 3 persons were present there. And they were arrested in the from the.
You heard a counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. There is an allegation that 3 persons was apprehended who were riding 3 two-wheelers. Full stop. From possession of the co-accused name
Om Prakash Kumar is
Om Prakash Kumar. 2 kgs of opium was recovered, but no material was recovered from the possession of this petitioner or not from the scooty which the petitioner was driving.
Except your mobile.
First, no contraband materials. First, considering the fact that nothing was recovered from the possession of this petitioner or from the scooty which he was riding, I am inclined to release.
Serial number 17, serial number 2775 of 22, Mr. Shailesh Kumar Pandey.
There are 6 defects. Go is not about. There are 6 defects. Continue.
Jairam Jadhav and
Munshi
Munshi.
and this one the petitioner also related to Sharon and this one and other section.
40% involved in this crime. There is a land dispute between the party. This has to be and then the case and court of case between the parties. And page number 10, paragraph 14, I have just stated that all usually are simple English.
Case diary.
Much.
Serial number 18, serial number 2776 of 22.
Just one second. Rejection date in paragraph number 16 can be verified. Instead of 30 which has been mentioned, 13, paragraph number 16. Rejection date is.
What is the allegation against you?
Allegation, she applied in relation to section 420.
You have taken the tractor, not returned the tractor,
Yes,
not paying the
money or
rent. Where is the tractor?
So he has not taken the tractor. If I have this instruction, I have got to that he has no concern. There is only allegation that he has taken, but there is no documentary evidence to show that he has taken the vehicle.
Where is the vehicle?
So one
Vehicle has been recovered.
To recover हुआ है on the funding of other 40% he has been granted with. What an issue.
There's an allegation against the petitioner that he has taken the tractor on rent, but after paying rent for some few months, didn't stop paying the rent nor return the tractor. Full stop. Let it concept for the petitioner submits the charge sheet has already been submitted and he is in custody since 7/5/2021. Full stop. Considering the nature of allegation and the fact that he is in custody since 7/5/2021 and co-accused has been granted bail in BA number 11236 of 2021, I am inclined to release.
Serial number 19, BA number 2777 of 22, Mr. Suresh Kumar Pandey.
4% involved in this crime, 3% is granted.
One of the under section of FIR is neither appearing in include order nor stated in para 1 and 12. One of the sections, one of the under section of FIR. Plus 2 other.
Section 227 and also.
27 of the Arms Act also.
Yes.
So you have not mentioned 27? Similarly situated.
Similarly simulated answer to your last.
Your specific allegation is on him, that he shot fired the plan.
Show me that.
The FIR itself,
Yes.
page 19, the hash copy of the file.
Yes.
मेरे घर पर बंदूक दिखाते हुए आए और मेरे घर में बैठकर हमसे बात करने लगे। बात करने के दौरान अचानक नितेश निशा मेरी मां दीपा देवी पति सचिन सर के पीठ पर बंदूक से गोली चलाई।
2% came. Saurabh Nisar and Nishat Nisar. As per the allegation,
You said that who has been granted bail?
Saurabh Nisar, Lakshman Rao.
You said that case of this petitioner is similar to
Saurabh
this
Nisar.
3%.
And weapon was.
You said, just a minute, listen to me first. You said the case of the petition is similar to these 3% who has been granted bail. This 2%. You said 3% have. There were 3% as an accused. You said that there were 3% accused and 2 has been granted bail.
Then 4% involved in this crime.
Yes.
3% granted bail.
Bail.
By this court as well as the permanent bench of this court.
Yes. And case of the petitioner is similar. Did you say that the case of the petitioner is similar? I am asking you. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. There is a direct allegation against the petitioner of firing upon the mother of the informant by a firearm. Considering the specific overt act against the petitioner, I am not inclined to raise this petitioner on bail. Dismissed.
Serial number 20, clear number 2779 of 22, Ms. Alka Kumari, Mr. Nilesh Kumar.
The video exhibit 2B and 26 with the report of patient. These were allegation of demand of lawyer. It has been alleged that there was some minor dispute between the husband and wife. And that
Date of marriage?
marriage was taking place on within 7 years of marriage. Within 7 years of marriage.
It's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year,
About 3 years. About 3 years. About 3 years. And it has been alleged that the father-in-law has abused the victim for some food material worship, and after that he has committed suicide. There is no allegation of demand of dowry. In the entire case, it has not been alleged that for demand of dowry any offence was taken. Victim informant has stated to us that दोनों में बार-बार कोई झगड़ा झंझट होता रहता था। मेरा विश्वास है कि मेरी बेटी को मेरे दिमाग रामा और ससुर पूरा झगड़ा झंझट का तंग करके मरने के लिए मजबूर कर दिया। And let the victim has committed suicide. There is no injury only because of asphyxia due to hanging towards the victim. It has been alleged that few days back on birthday prior to the occurrence, her father-in-law also has scolded her because the food was not prepared properly. Marriage was in 2017. Okay, about 4 years.
Yes.
Postmortem report also suggests that the victim died due to accident, no other injury. And the entire affair also there is no allegation of demand of dowry. Associated report will not be alleged.
Count the case diary, postmortem report.
Serial number 21, clear number 2781 of 22, Mr. Ranjan Kumar Singh.
In this case, not clear. 10 and 4. Initially, there was the consensual application block and followed the sexual relation, physical relation like this. She was carrying 7 months pregnancy. The travesty of this case block, she gave female child blood on 30th 11th 2021. The FIR has been brought to 16th 11th. In the discharge slip, not the petitioner's name has been mentioned as father of this. So, only the considered, both are the considered party, and thereafter the
Let the girl be examined, you come thereafter.
memo as 164 required. The travesty of 13 11 she gave
Heard the,
child and
thereafter you
Heard the learned counsel for the petitioner, she is a minor. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. Counsel for the petitioner submits that there was a consensuous sexual relationship between the parties and the victim has also given birth to a child, a female child, full stop.
on 13/11.
On 13/11/2021.
And FIR in
Full stop.
2016.
He submits that the FIR was registered after the childbirth. Full stop. Next paragraph. Be that as it may, from the FIR I find that on the pretext of marriage, the sexual relationship had taken place. Full stop. At the time of registering the FIR, the age of the victim was recorded as 18 years, which means that at the time of occurrence she was less than 18. That means a minor. Full stop. Considering the nature of allegation at this stage, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. Full stop. The petitioner, if so advised, may renew his prayer after examination of the victim during trial.
Serial number 22, DA number 2782 of 22, Mr. Arvind Kumar Chaudhary.
Cybercrime. CD antecedents.
23, 27, 32. Same two systems.
20,
23,
23,
27 and
22, 23,
27
27,
and 32.
32. We can call for the case diary and the antecedent report of all the accused person. List the case thereafter. 4 cases to be heard together.
Serial number 24, DA number 2784 of 22.
In the meantime, the defects to be removed.
And the petitioner was the classmate. And yet the WhatsApp chat में हो, I finished and I said 2 minutes. ये दोनों आपस में ऐसा बात करते हैं कि इसमें
What is the statement of the girl?
In the interview, it is mentioned that she is supported with
Case diary and the statement under section 164 CRPC if of the victim if recorded.
Serial number 25, DA number 2785 of 22.
How many cases are there against you? How many cases are there against you?
So he has remanded another case that is 60.
Case diary. Full stop. The APP, the state will file an affidavit indicating the number of cases, criminal cases pending against the petitioner and the stage and status of those cases.
So far, this case is concerned, what he confessed, this will be another case for us. And from-
I want to see how many cases are there
On that
against you.
basis, in this case, there is no confession. Confession is in another case. On that basis, he has been remanded.
I want to see how many cases are there against you.
Serial number 26, DA number 2786 of 22, Mr. Santosh Kumar.
Yes? Under section? What was the recovery?
One loaded continuous pistol and 2 lakh.
One loaded containment pistol, 2 live cartridges. Custody since 2/9/2021.
Yes.
6 months, more than 6 months. Had the counsel for the petitioner, had the counsel for the state. Next para. From the possession of this petitioner, one loaded countryman pistol and 2 live cartridges was recovered. First step. The petitioner is in custody since 2/9/2021 and charge sheet has already been submitted. First step. Considering the period of custody and the fact that charge sheet has been submitted, I am inclined to release the petitioner 10,002 sureties once a month before the court.
Serial number 28, DA number 2788 of 22, Mr. Samir Ranjan.
It was outside, the picture was.
Type copy of handed. One minute. Serial number.
Custody since
Custody since.
recovery.
Recovery one they say that part wooden parts and some pipes were recovered next to the shop of the petitioner, which is a gallery, which is owned by the owner of that particular premises. I am having a drilling machine shop, but I have been taken into custody. They say it is body of pistol and semi-made leather. That is in the next shop of the godown.
Case diary.
Serial number 29, DA number 2790 of 22, Mr. A.K. Chaturvedi.
This case is a pending case, sir. Recovery of ganja, 8 kg,
How much?
8,200 grams.
Huh?
8.2 kg.
8.
8.2.
8 अभी नहीं है. 8.2 kgs of ganja was recovered from the possession of this petitioner. Considering the
हमारे पास रिकवरी नहीं.
कहाँ से हुआ?
वो साइकिल से जा रहे थे, वहाँ जो पर्सन हुआ उनकी मोटरसाइकिल में फ्रॉम हिज पोजीशन. I was also in motorcycle marriage.
So,
तो इंटरवेरी क्वांटिटी है, तो कमर्शियल क्वांटिटी भी नहीं गांजा.
so at this stage, from the motorcycle which was being by which the petitioner was riding. Full stop. Considering the quantity at this stage, I am not.
ओपीएम नहीं होती गांजा.
8 kg is too much.
तो 20 kg है कमर्शियल क्वांटिटी. इंटरवेरी क्वांटिटी.
If it would have been 20 kgs, it was simplicity rejected. I have at this stage I have lost.
Competition of
less than commercial and less time more than.
competition of information that the complete framework.
At this stage.
Serial number 30, DA number 2791 of 22, Mr. Manoj Kumar number 2.
379. Vehicle was recovered from your possession. Yes?
Kept in school premises, Lordship.
What have you stolen?
Several school stationery items and
HP tablet and everything.
tablets covered.
Custody since?
29/11/21, one criminal accident hospital.
Petitioner is in custody since 29/11/21 as he is for committing an offence punishable under section so and so. Next para. There is an allegation that unknown thieves have stolen several materials including HP tablets, etc. From the school. HP tablet and other stationery materials from the school. Next para. Considering the period of custody and the fact that charge sheet has already been submitted, 10,002 sureties.
Serial number 31, BA number 2792 of 22.
This is being given. For the execution that Krishna was found taking away the two minor children of the informant, and he was accepted by the religious orders, and thereafter the commission was listened
Where were you taking them?
to. But for my case, for the investigation, it has been found that
Oh, you were caught red-handed.
Pardon?
You were caught red-handed with the children.
My case is not doing investigation, the statement of the informant is otherwise. I was staying in the house of the informant, whereas as for the case of the prostitution, that he was working in their house, for that the considered were saying, my and after he got information that one female has been beheaded into children, and thereafter the informant went there and lost the case. The investigation or different story has been found, but I was staying in the house of the informant in the previous time. You are known to the children mother, this is Krishna mother. She is about 22 years of age, mother, what we did have in the that we
Where were you going with these two children?
Yes, right, mother.
Case diary.
Serial number 33, BA number 2794 of 22. Mr. Sudhir Kumar Roy.
In Bablu Sore. You were caught along with the child.
तीन आदमी में थे, तीन आदमी में एक आदमी का प्रोसेस इसमें लाइट और एक मॉनिटर पर ज्ञान और ये रॉक्स के ये नंबर 2555
2555.
हां 2555
Place this case along with BA number 2555 of 2022,
हां 255
in which case diary has already been called for. Along with.
in the defamation defect.
In the meantime, you remove the defect.
Serial number 34, BA number 2795 of 22.
अपराधी क्या चिंता है कि नहीं है इस तरह का किसी पहले की है
Also the criminal antecedent of the petitioner. How many defects?
Acceptance of Vakalatnama missing at the back of the leg.
They have not accepted the Vakalatnama. Defects to be removed. Or be
Under the heading fresh filing, serial number 35, BA number 2729 of 22. Mr. S.P. Sinha.
Yes, where is Mr. Spicena? Cases of the year? 2000? So he was an absconder. reported from another
Yes.
case. Case diary.
In the NPC.
Case diary, full stop. The state will file an affidavit stating the number of cases which are registered, which has been registered against the petitioner and the status and the stage thereof.
Serial number 36, serial number 2761 of 22, Mr. S.P. Roy.
Annexure?
Annexure 2 starts from page 15.
15. What is the age of the girl?
18 years and 21 years boy.
They are married.
And they are also the certificate of their regarding date of birth. Annexure 3 matters.
Annexure 3.
Page 19. The petitioner married his date of birth is 1/1/2000 and page 20 the age of the girl is 1/1/2003 matters.
That means?
And the date of occurrence is 21/9/20.
On the date of occurrence, what is the age of the girl? It has to be according to the document. She was a major?
Yes.
Here, the petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. Full stop. Next paragraph. From the documents, I find that there is a marriage registration certificate which suggests that both the petitioner and the victim are major on the date of marriage, and their marriage has been solemnized and registered before the office of the marriage officer Godda. The certificate has been issued on being certificate number 464 of 2021 dated 18/10/2021. First time. Considering the aforesaid fact, we incline to release this petitioner.
Serial number 37, serial number 2780 of 22, Mr. Vijay Kumar.
Allegation under section 25(1)(b)(a), 2635 of Armed Act, no recovery lordship, custody 9 months.
Yes. Any recovery?
No, claim has come on the victim of
The
the
petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence punishable under section so and so. Full stop. The counsel for the petitioner submits that there is no recovery from the position of this petitioner and his name transferred from the confession and statement of the co-accused. He submits that the petitioner is in custody since
22/6/2021.
22/6/2021. Full stop. APP opposes the prayer but cannot deny the fact that nothing has been recovered from the position of this petitioner and he is in custody since so and so. Considering the period of custody and the fact that nothing has been recovered from the position of this petitioner, I am inclined to release this petitioner.
Serial number 38, serial number 2789 of 22, Mr. Ravi Kumar, for the petitioner.
Custody and recovery.
Versus para 41 of the case diary, as per the news on the page number 21 say, when the arm is found functional and the same was ceased from the victims of the petition. As per the news.
Yes.
राष्ट्रीय कस्टडी ड्यूटी में था, उसी क्रम में दिनांक 18/12/2021 के समय करीब 7:50 बजे घायल 100 से मोबाइल नंबर सचिन सच को देते हुए बताया कि दिए गए नंबर से संपर्क कर वसूली समझ लिया जाए। मैं मोबाइल नंबर सचिन सच से संपर्क किया तो अपना नाम अभिनव सत्यार्थी बताते हुए बोला कि माइंस रेस्क्यू मस्तापुरा से शादी समारोह से एक मारुति स्विफ्ट सफेद रंग का नंबर जिसका नंबर ये निकल रहा है, उसमें से एक व्यक्ति बैठे हुए हैं जिसके पास पिस्टल है। इस सूचना पर मैं गड़बड़ के साथ माइंस रेस्क्यू मस्तापुरा गेट के पास वाहन इंस्पेक्टर के पास चेकिंग करने लगे। उसी क्रम में 4:10 में एक स्विफ्ट कार नंबर सचिन सच्चाई कार को रोके तो सूचना दवा उपस्थित नहीं रहने के कारण साथ में रहे हवलदार गोपाल मेहता अहमद हुसैन अंसारी को सूचना दवा मांगकर अपना जमा तलाशी देते हुए
सीट पर बैठे हुए आदमी का व्यक्ति का तलाशी लिया, तलाशी लेकर हमने बंदे को पकड़ा के अगर कुछ नहीं मिला, पकड़ाए व्यक्ति का नाम पूछने पर अपना नाम कुमार झा, उम्र 22 वर्ष, जैसा सचिन सर स्नेह प्लाजा सचिन सर बैंकोट जिला प्रभात होता है। मैं कार की तलाशी लेना प्रारंभ किया। तलाशी के क्रम में कार के ड्राइवर सीट के नीचे छुपा के रखा एक स्टील लोहा का हल्का जंग लगा हुआ देसी पिस्टल खाली पैकिंग के साथ बरामद हुआ, जिसका बट में कॉपी रंग का कार्बाइड प्लेट लगा हुआ, जिसके बट में स्क्रू नहीं है। ये हम 12 में बोले हैं, उसके अखबार में चला कि रात में मैरिज पार्टी में गया था, वहाँ एक लड़के से जो क्या इसके साथ इसका झगड़ा हुआ, क्योंकि वो चाबी मांगा करता था। इसका कार का पिछला गेट जो है वो लॉक नहीं होता था, इसी के चलते इसको शायद यही लड़का पढ़ने वाला है, पढ़ता है, BA पास किया, तैयारी कर रहा है 6 और 7 कोई इंसिडेंट नहीं है। हमारा ट्रेन मैन विथ कोई इंसिडेंट नहीं। और ऐसा
It was loaded or empty? It was loaded or empty?
Functional and
It may be functional. It was loaded or empty? Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. It is alleged that the petitioner was driving a car when the car was intercepted. First up, beneath the seat, beneath the driver's seat. Magazine तो रहेगा ही. Beneath the driving seat, a country-made pistol was found. A rusty country-made pistol was found. First up, next part. There is nothing to suggest that whether the said country-made pistol was loaded with any bullets or not. First up. Considering the fact that the petitioner is in custody since 2012, 2021, I'm inclined to release. He will appear once a month before the trial court.
Rajesh Kumar.